Hi there. If you've come to watch this video from Instagram, welcome. I invite you to keep watching if you want to reduce your stress levels and if you are wondering how to boost your immune system during this time of the coronavirus pandemic. So today I'm going to talk about how to reduce your stress levels to keep your immune systems high so you can feel a sense of calm during a very chaotic and stressful time. With our limited time on this video, I'm going to talk about a couple of aspects of how to do this today, and I can show you how you can take it further if you want to at the end of this video. We're faced with some unprecedented times, some uncharted territory, times that perhaps our very elderly grandparents faced in World War I and the Great Depression. And you may be wondering, how am I going to deal with so much stress? What is happening in my body? And how am I going to cope with my 2 or 3 kids at home for the next 3 weeks? Well, I'm going to talk to you about how you can relax and boost your immunity. In our bodies, the autonomic nervous system has 2 branches, the parasympathetic and the sympathetic nervous systems. The parasympathetic nervous system is known as the feel and heal response. This is the optimal state for healing. When the parasympathetic is activated, it inhibits the body from overworking and it restores the body to a calm and composed state. Conversely, the sympathetic nervous system is known as fight or flight. I'm sure you've heard of that term. This is our stress response. When we are stressed out, it directs the body's rapid involuntary response to dangerous or stressful situations. The body is flooded with cortisol, which is our stress hormone. It raises our heart rates and sends extra blood to our muscles, making our bodies work extra hard and lowering our immune systems. The classic textbook example is that if a lion was chasing you, how would your body react? The sympathetic nervous system would act effectively to increase alertness, to direct blood flow out towards your arms and your legs for quick moving and up to your brain for quick thinking. It's a brilliant mechanism for our own survival. But most of us don't have to confront lions, but we do encounter stress. On a physiological level, your body doesn't differentiate between a lion chasing you and what we're facing now, a pandemic, or food shortages, or the potential for getting the coronavirus. They're all life-threatening. When your sympathetic is activated, which is all day for most of us right now, even at a chronic low level, our parasympathetic is shut off. These do not go on at the same time. If one is on, then the other is off. If we don't learn how to de-stress, we won't be able to tap into our natural mechanism for relaxing. Earlier I mentioned a hormone called cortisol. This is the hormone that is released when we're stressed out. Studies show that an excess amount of cortisol in our blood leads to anxiety and high blood pressure. So while we're going through varied levels of stress as a result of the coronavirus, our bodies are producing excess levels of cortisol that's causing increased anxiety and high blood pressure, thus lowering our immune systems. So what's the number one way to stop producing so much cortisol? The answer is to slow down and to relax. We may want to consider our shelter in place as a gift of time, a gift that we don't have to commute to work, that we don't have to rush our kids out the door each morning, and we can use this bonus time to do things that help us relax. So I invite you to think about the different ways that help you relax. I'm going to share with you a few different ways that I try to reduce my stress and to relax. The first is to practice gratitude. If you're a writer, you like to write in a journal, perhaps write down one thing each day that you're grateful for. Or if you're not a writer, when you wake each morning, think to yourself one thing that you're grateful for before you get out of bed. This helps to set our mindset in a positive tone to start our day off on the right foot. The second is deep breathing. Whether it's while you drink your first cup of coffee in the morning or take a midday break, try taking 10 deep breaths each day. Try counting to 5 as you breathe in, hold it for 5 seconds, and then count to 7 as you exhale. Try to get to a really deep belly breath and do this every day, and you'll realize how relaxed you are at the end of the 10 breaths. The third is yoga. There are many yoga instructors moving their classes to a virtual platform, and guess what? They're free. Some are using Facebook Live, some are using Zoom, and yoga is a great way to get movement and meditation all in one. The fourth is to exercise. Movement is another kind of food for your body. It releases stress. It releases serotonin, the feel-good hormone that makes you feel great. When you don't get enough, the body looks for other ways to blow off steam, like drinking alcohol, which is really known to lower our immune systems. Number 5, play with your kids. Have fun. Get outside. Go for a walk. Go for a bike ride. Go for a hike. Play board games, build Lego sets. Your kids will love the undivided attention that you're going to give them. And in turn, it'll make you feel like a rock star parent. Number 6, eat healthy. I can't stress enough the importance of eating healthy right now. Try to avoid processed foods, junk foods like chips, popcorn, and chocolate. Try to avoid alcohol. Many of us turn to alcohol in times of stress. And though it may give us a temporary relief, it does lower our immune systems. And lastly, and not least, sleep. For many of us, this is easier said than done and harder to do when we're stressed. But if you're constantly tired, your immune system is lowered. So try powering down an hour earlier. Try to stay off your devices, stay off the news and social media and group texts an hour earlier than you normally would. And instead, pick up a book and see how your sleep increases. So those are 7 different ways that can reduce your stress. If you would like to learn more about how to reduce your stress levels and make them last, I'd like to share with you how you can do that. Some of us are going to practice these new rituals for a little while. We get some new information, we renew our commitment to follow through and take consistent action for a week or 2, and then our motivation fizzles. Many of us know what to do, but we don't always do it. Often knowing what to do isn't enough. It's not what motivates us to action. But there are 3 key things that do. One is the right system, the right support, and accountability. What we do need is to make this time different, is someone to encourage our progress, someone to kick us in the butt when we make poor choices. So I'd like to invite you to a free stress-reducing session. This is a 45-minute private consultation where we'll look at what is causing stress in your life, what is stopping you, how to get unstuck, and what's your plan of action to experience a stress-reducing transformation. This is an opportunity to get curious about how healthy you can be. I've made a transformational change in my life and how I approach everyday life situations, how I interact with my kids, the feeling of being 100% present in everything I do, how to deal with the coronavirus, and all without the weight of stress hanging over me. And I want to share this with you. Some of my clients tell me that they look forward to our sessions every week because it helps them stay on track and stay accountable. So if you're ready for the accountability, the systems, and the support that it's going to take to make this work like nothing else you've done before, I invite you to having a discovery session with me. So feel free to direct message me on Instagram and we can schedule your session. I hope you found this helpful and stay healthy.